Hey everybody, this is Joey Palazian, also known as Joe Designs with a Z at the end, and we're gonna start preparing ourselves, or I'm trying to help the world prepare themselves for the certification Solidworks offers online. They offer actually several different ones, some concentrated in welding structures, some concentrated in modeling, regular modeling, which is the Certified Solidworks Association certificate and professional one, and expert one. There's also ones that specialize in materials, sheet metal, you name it. But let's start. This is considered the SolidWorks Discovery channel, and we will show you guys step by step home, I call it, instructions. Instead of just reading the tutorial dry, you'll see us, model it up for you and present to you different tricks of the trade. Let's get started here. Last time we made a disc. Now we're gonna hit the tutorial button. We're gonna go straight to this button right here, which is gonna be the preparation portion. Obviously, you want to do a little more preparing than just this, but this is gonna teach you the basics to give you the tools, enabling you to be able to focus on bigger tasks that will prepare you 100%. Hit the new real quick. This one's already shaded, so keep it at parts. Hit OK. Let it load here. Alright. Now, when I look at this part right here, to me, this looks at the front, this looks at the top, this looks at the right. So, you can make it differently. All that matters is you have dimensions, but I'm going to keep it consistent with what the part's isometric view looks like, what the drawing makes it look like. We'll get into that later. Alright, quickly and efficiently here, let's do this. Hit the square up top. You're on the sketch tabs. Hit the square. Check this out. The drop down gives you options, but we're gonna hit the corner one. If you go quickly here to your settings option, I'm just gonna show you this. Second tab. I usually keep this at ANSI, which is United States standard, and ISO is the standard for the rest of the world. Usually I always see on engineering drawings is 3 digits after either the 0 or another numeral right there. Usually it's 3, but it can be 4. I've seen 4, and that means it's a tenth, which is very precise. Let's keep this at millimeters. Hit OK. Alright, if you continue with the tutorial on your own reading it, but why not just see a cool free video? If you're going forward, you'll notice that it's calling this out to be 120. You'll also notice that it's calling this out to be 120, basically a square, right? So I'm going to show you. You just click this line, hold shift, click this line. It's going to give you an option right here to make them both equal, so you can pass that step quickly. Extrude this square, go to features, extrude this about 30 millimeters. Hit the green check, hit this face. Let's clean things up. Let's make it look at its front only. We already hit that face. No, we didn't. Look right here. It would have these icons if we have hit that already. Oh, actually we did hit it. So I was double checking before I make any moves. On the left side right here, our next step is highlighted. It's showing a green and red light saying that it needs to be rebuilt, or basically it's still working. So let's go ahead and continue. Hit that circle. Bring it here. It's gonna sketch. It's ready to sketch. Now when we sketch, hit the green check and let's exit out of here. I'm gonna show you what I was talking about. I was talking about these icons. This is what I was talking about. During a sketch, I doubted myself. I shouldn't have doubted. Hit this to back out of the sketch. Now it says you're finished with the sketch. Always want to confirm with yourself, double check, especially if you're doing this as a job for other people, for aerospace, corporations or industrial design corporation and firms. Especially if you're an engineer, an engineering assistant, or you want to be one, gotta be careful. Let's go back into the sketch, guys. Hit edit sketch. It's blue and it doesn't know where it's at, so I can hold, drag this way, or I can make the circle bigger. Hit escape, make the circle bigger. But I want the circle to be in the middle of that part, consistent with the square. Let's get closer here to make sure that it touches the midpoint of that line. Because I'm going to tell this construction line, we basically hit a construction line, it's this drop down menu. I'm going to tell this construction line, or center line, it's for construction, right here. Basically, these lines don't get in the way of your sketching, of your extrusions. I'm going to tell it to make itself vertical. I'm going to sketch another one from here, just to make sure that it's centered both ways, both axes. Make sure this is horizontal, and you'll notice the constraint signs, when they're turned on, they will be showing. Okay, I hit escape. Fully defined circle would be black colored. Blue means still needs to define itself. So let's define it as 70 millimeters. Enter. Enter again if you want. Okay, it doesn't want me to press enter. I make sure I always hit escape when I'm, about to start anything from this window to that window, going back and forth, because escape helps me make sure nothing else is open and the software is ready to execute the next command. Notice that it's all black. Let's extrude this circle. Just basically make this circle the profile, the solid. About 25 millimeters, hit the green check. We want to cut through this, make a inner diameter. To do that a little more easily, switch to view, back out. I prefer. Instead of sketching a circle, we hit this face. Right here you can notice it's ready to sketch. It's waiting. It's, in a sketch. We're gonna get this profile, convert it. When you convert it, it's gonna make this line, this circle. In real life, it's ready. It's right there. Turn this circle into a circle for construction. It's gonna have dashes now. It's not gonna be as thick of a color, and it's not gonna bother you, but it will provide an outline. It will provide a center line, center mark, which is great. Let's base this circle on that center mark, so we don't have to do that whole, horizontal vertical thing. This circle just wants a dimension, and it will define itself. Hit smart dimension up here, or instead of that, let me show you something else. Let's say a drawing is only telling you that it's 10 millimeters away from this wall. Now you're stuck. You don't know what size this circle is. We don't have information. I was about to enter the size right now. I didn't know what to do. So instead of editing this out, I'm gonna keep this in the video, and hopefully this will help you guys. Delete this circle. I want to click this construction circle and and offset it right here. Offset entities. Press the reverse so we can go inside. If the reverse is not on, it'll be like that. You want to visualize, the circle, the cut there before you make it. Right here, 10 millimeters. Okay, everything looks good. It's 10 millimeters away. Press the check. Okay, now if you cut, it's gonna cut right here. Perfect. We're going through the whole part. Alright. Then let's break some edges. You know, on an engineering drawing it'll say that, it'll say break sharp edges. I'm trying to relate this as much as possible for you guys. And, you know, make some fillets. The way we'll break edges as a designer, as a, you know, CAD technician. We'll go to fillets right here. This is one way at least. I like to keep full preview on, and let's see, 2 millimeters. I like to put the dimension in first before I click anything, and keep that on full preview. You'll see why. Let me see, this is the whole face. You see that? You'll get that nice visual aspect if you're cleaning up a part and, you know, you're making it for yourself, or the drawing doesn't call it out and it says, you know, do you know, whatever is right, I guess, although I haven't seen a lot to say that. You can see it right there. It looks good. Okay, you know what, instead of having a lot of fillets, a lot of different fillet applications lined up right here, let's keep this simple, because the simpler it is, the better it'll be later. Let's keep this simple and edit that fillet. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same dimensions, so why not just add this face in there? Let's go over here, add this in there too. Picks up all the edges. Just break all the edges and call it a day, huh? Make sure you save the part. And one step closer to that certificate. Take it easy, guys.